Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. I'm Ombra and today we're gonna make a commander review of the new commander of the good faction. We're gonna talk about Helm. From the last update, the new commander Helm is available on the chest called Defender against the Biter Winter. A lot of people already unlocked it for try it, and a couple of that already increased the respect to respect 4 for have all the skill available. In this video I'm gonna show you a couple of reports about that for let you understand how that's work, but first than that we need to look at the skill. First and all, this commander is a true commander that buff only troops, not the other commanders, so it's a troop buffer that want to increase the damage of the other troops and also the resistance. Only thinking about that without checking the skill, I can already say that it's hard that this commander gonna have a place on the meta, cause the meta is currently still all in favor of damage dealer commander and not of troop damage dealer commander. The big issue is still the commander's damage dealer don't lose damage in base of the life they have, instead the troop do that. So you always gonna have this advantage on use a commander that buff the troop instead a commander that deals damage, because you're always gonna lose damage over time compared to a damage dealer commander when you're starting losing troops. But anyway, let's take a look at the skill. The first skill is King of Rohan. This skill active on 3 enemy formation in the pre-battle phase, and that increases the damage taken from the unit by 4%, and that stacks 6 times every time this troop receives damage. So basically you have 24% more damage dealt to these 3 units from your units. And also this is affected by the commander stat, you can see the scaling here, so you're gonna reach about 40% more damage. And also when you reach full stack, the defense of the enemy gonna decrease by 10%. I mean, that is a good boost of course, cause 40% more damage is a lot, but it's always related to the troop, and that is the problem. So in a current meta, I can say that is a 3 or 4 out of 10. In a hypothetical world where the troop are very strong, maybe can be a 7 out of 10. So it's good, potentially good, but not in the current meta. The second skill is the Long Winter. 3 allied formation unit have 50% chance to gain one of the following effect. You can have dual blow, you can have damage dealt 10%, you can have once instance of damage evade, or you can have damage received minus 10% and that lasting for 1 round. Also at level 5 of this skill you can control more what effect you have on your commander, because commanders that have more attack than defense gonna have only dual blow and damage dealt. Instead, the commander with more defense gonna have evade and damage received decrease. That also is not a bad skill, is not fantastic skill, but is a decent support skill, because for example for a commander like Saruman that have a low amount of attack and a decent amount of defense, you can have 50% chance each round to have evade 1 damage or damage received 10% lasting for 1 round, and that are 2 good buff. You want it, is not fantastic again, but is something. Then the respect 2 skill is No Troll. When medium unit in 2 allied formation deal damage, attack of medium unit increase by +4. That is also effect by command, so can be +6 and stack up to 10. So basically you can increase by 60 the attack of your troop. This skill is probably the worst because the attack is not so good. It's better have damage like this skill. This skill is strong because it's more damage. The attack is a stat that have a very high diminishing return. This skill also affect only medium unit and only 2 allied unit, so it's probably the worst skill of the kit. And for last, the respect 4 skill is Hammerhead. Around 3, 6 and 9 you're gonna have your medium unit in the commander formation deals an instance of damage of 280 physical damage on 1 enemy, that at maximum level of course. I mean, that is an extra instance of damage. I don't know if it's considered a skill damage from your troops or normal attack damage that deals 280%. It's still a solid damage because it's 1 more instance of damage and you want it, but it's only around 3, 6 and 9, so I don't know if the troop damage is enough. Probably gonna be interesting because it's 280% of troop damage, and troop damage it's very high anyway, but I don't think you're gonna have enough troop on round 3, 6 and in particular 9 for deals relevant damage. Then at level 5 you're gonna do the same amount of physical damage once to 1 enemy formation, so the commanders deals also damage, but if you build that full command you don't gonna have any kind of damage, so it's useless. And at level 10 you're gonna have 20% chance to inflict stun on one target for 1 round. I mean, it's a decent control, but it's nothing special, it's 20% only. So overall I can consider this skill not so great, maybe it's the third skill of the kit. We need to check what is the real damage of this skill on round 3 for determining if it's okay, use that or not, but for now I make that as a third skill. First you want King of Rohan and you want Long Winter, then you can spend your point on Hammerhead, and for last Snow Troll. If we check the unique of this commander, we have Horn of the Hell Hammerhead, we have command plus 30, that is good, we have initiative plus 2, that it's okay, and we have unit attack plus 6, that is okay. Talking about the set effect, we have damage dealt plus 1.5%, that's gonna be 6% at maximum Refine, and when your command reach 450, damage dealt by 3 allied formation unit plus 1%, that's gonna be 6%. So it's absolutely a support commander for troop damage dealing, also buffer for the other troops, and the unique also fit in this concept. Very soon I'm gonna release a new tier list about the commander, but I wanna spoiler you, that commander gonna be about C tier, so it's not fantastic, maybe it's close to the B tier, but it's not a commander that you want on your primary team right now, for the reason I already explained you, troop commander are not so great. So as I promised, I'm gonna show you some report of this commander. This one is at respect 7, so I have all the skill available, and also is an account of 1 Kraken, so with the best gear possible. I'm gonna show you only the report where this commander performed good, not the worst one, just for let you understand what is the maximum potential of them. So in this case we have one of the best formation for troop damage dealer versus one average formation on the right, and you can see the result is not fantastic, it's nothing incredible, it's a win okay, but it's a Kraken versus a normal player, and also the formation is not very good set on the right. You can see the damage is not fantastic, you can see the damage of the other commander is not incredible, another report almost the same average damage of 60k, so it's not so bad, but at the same time it's not something that you want in your formation. You see here versus a proper formation you got Stomp, in this case we have a decent team on the right, and also here you have the counter buff in your favor, but still you lose very hard. Here instead we have a report versus an army that counter you, and you can see this is a super Stomp. This guy is death and 20k of damage, so it's almost useless. And this is the gear we are running on this experiment. You can see it's not a cheap gear, it's a very solid gear for testing a commander armies like that. So overall this is what you can expect from your commanders if you choose to run that. So that's all for this commander review. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, just smash like on that, and also subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Let me know what you think about the Helm in the comment, and also if you have some report really interesting about them, let me know on Discord and send me that. Like always, I wanna remember you have an affiliated link with the game that allow you to buy gems from the official site of the game, and if you choose to use my link, the devs gonna recognize me a little commission of what you spend, and you're gonna support directly my channel. I'm gonna leave you the link on the description of the video and also in the first comment. Again, thank you for following me, and see you in the next. Woo!